bucks that none of them will show up. They start involving my wife, let's go. Yeah. I tell you what, Carol's already waiting on him when he gets home, because she said when he gets home that even if she has to call me when he gets home, he's going to have to lie in front of her. And I'm going to go down. I hate to do this, but I think what I'm going to do is just go ahead and tell Jake, too, that what they said about his mom. And that'll do it. That'll finish it. Next time he sees one of them, it's over. I mean, it'll be unbelievable, Sean. It's going to be unbelievable. And I'll bet you when one of them's laying there in a frickin' hospital bed trying to heal up, they'll think twice next time. They're going to be saying, you know what? I wish to God I'd have never opened my mouth. Because I'm not going to put up with it no more. I think if they're going to involve my wife and start involving, other people that's not doing anything to them, I think it's time to stop it. I think it's time to settle it. I think if it was done that way, now your grandpa, of course, he keeps saying, I don't want to see Jake or you, I don't want to see you guys get mad and go off on one of them or something, because he said, I know what's going to happen. I said, yep, you got it. You're right. It's going to happen. And he said, well, if it happens and they're laying up there in the hospital with tubes running out of them, he said, what happens if you or Jake hits one of them like in the temple or something and just kills them? And I told Jake, I said, use all body shots. I said, break their ribs. He can break a rib every shot. I said, just break their ribs, cave the rib cage in. I said, if you break 4 or 5 ribs, I said, then they can lay up there and it'll take them a while to heal, but 4 or 5 ribs will be, I said, don't hit it. Yeah, I said, don't hit him in the head. I said, if you have to fight Jeremy or something, don't hit him in the temple. I said, hit him in the stomach and hit him in the rib cage. I said, I'll tell you what, it'll be like hitting a frickin' ripe pumpkin. It'll be horrible. Jake said, okay, that's what I said. I said, hit him to the body. If you're going to hit him in the rib cage. I said, try to hit low. I don't want him to hit too high, because the way he hits, it would drive a rib bone. It could drive a rib bone through his heart or something. I said to hit low, like on that floating rib. I hit down low, so when they bust, when it breaks a rib, it'll be down low. It won't go into their lungs or something. No, you did, Sean. I'm telling you. You got to see it to believe it. I'm not joking. You've got to see it. You won't believe it. Put his fist plumb to a deer. You wouldn't even believe it. I'm not joking. I took a picture of it and Charlo erased it. And I said, why did you erase? He put his fist completely through a deer carcass hanging up in the tree. It doesn't even seem possible. I told Jake, I said, Jake, that's not even human. And he just laughed. He goes, well, I said, that's fun. It knocked a 6-inch chunk of bone, 3 ribs, out into the driveway. I said, do you know what you would do if you hit somebody in the rib cage? And he said, yep, sure do. I said, oh, my God, man, hit low. hit for like the kidneys and the low rib. Don't hit up high. Yeah, because you could drive a rib bone. You got to be careful, because if you drive one of them rib bones, you got to. If you hit real low, like right above the hip, you can bust that low, the low rib, and they keep blood for a while, but it wouldn't kill them. But anyway, I'm really tired. When they brought Debbie into it, and I'm not even going to tell Debbie, because she's never bothered anybody. She never even, all she does is do crafts, and she's never on the internet or anything, and she's never bothered anybody. And I told her about, Shyla and stuff, and she almost started crying. She said, I have never in my life said anything about any of those grandkids. And I said, well, and then just now, Carol said Jim called and started saying something about Debbie that Kathy said.